what's going on, you guys, and welcome back to the Anime Plus podcast. As always, I'm your host, Aray, and I'm with my boy, Aunn. Aunn, say what's up.
What's going on, guys? How's it been? Let's get it.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Anyways, if you guys haven't listened to our podcast yet, this is the podcast for everything anime and anime related. We do a lot of cool stuff. But yeah, we can get into that another time. But for now, we got a pretty crazy one today because me and Owen, we just saw a video on Instagram, and shout out to the user on Reddit. His name's Mustachioed Man. He just posted a video of an AI intro. So it's completely generated by AI, and they did an anime intro. Honestly, we'll leave a link in the description so you guys can check it out for yourself. But it is so weird. Owen, let me get your first thoughts because you just watched it right now. Right now.
Yeah, so I just watched it and bro, that shit was crazy. So we got all the music. The music was fire. Then there was so many moving images. Obviously AI can't do everything right now. Like the characters themselves, they look like characters, but sometimes we get like messed up faces here and there. But there was like a whole like couple different scenes, and the fact that this was made by just looking through other anime and through other like openers, I would assume that's how it's made. Like it did a really, really good job. And I think that could be used for like a regular anime, and I wouldn't know that it was made by AI at all.
Yeah, I mean, dude, honestly though, like, yeah, it does look a little bit rough, but again, it's the first time that we've ever seen this, and you can only imagine what it's gonna look like 5 to 10 years from now. So, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. So, with that being said, we're gonna be talking about like the effects of AI on anime. Like, is this gonna replace animators? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so much potential, which is kind of crazy to think. I mean, this would free up a lot of constraint, especially on those animators that are just basically living in the offices, staying 24/7, getting no sunlight, you feel me? But yeah,
The Demon
it's
Slayer
also
animators.
yeah, but yeah, it's crazy, but it's also at the same time kind of taking away jobs. But we're not gonna get into all the economical shit because honestly, this is an Anime Plus podcast, and we don't really give a shit of like. But yeah, let's start off here, man. Give me your predictions on how you think AI will be used in anime. Will it take over everything? Do you think, like in terms of animation and
Okay.
whatever things they're looking at?
Okay, so you know what? There was like I was thinking about this about the actual writing of anime, and can that be taken over by like AI?
Ooh, I got something good for you, old man. Leader in this. I don't know if
Yeah,
I should do it right now. Should I just do it right now?
yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Ah, man. So I don't think you've seen this story, but um, Oda, our guy Oda, Goda, your
Oh
boy,
shit, my
the
boy,
author of
yeah.
One Piece, bro. He
Nice.
asked he asked ChatGPT to write a chapter of One Piece.
Fire, fire. And what happened? What were the
Um,
results?
so the first result, I'll read it off to you. I have the article here. Again, I'll leave
Okay.
the link in the description. So it doesn't really completely make sense, but it's also kind of wild because, yeah, I mean, let's just take a listen, right? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So the first thing they did was kind of make like some weird, very weird story. So basically, it said that there's gonna get a new enemy, and that new enemy was gonna be called the King of Shadows, right? And that King of Shadows, I'm just paraphrasing here, was gonna kidnap Tony Chopper, and basically the Straw Hats would rescue him.
No,
And
not
then,
Chopper. Wow.
yeah, why they violate Chopper like that?
My boy Chopper. They know he can't do anything. Could take his fuzzball ass, bro.
Yo, real talk though. Yo, they like, the AI is like, yo, my boy got 50, he got 50 berries as his bounty, bro. We're gonna kidnap him, bro.
That's funny as hell. But yeah, what were they doing after they got Chopper? Because we're
That
going to
was
war if they get Chopper.
right, bro. They are going to war, bro. I do like the idea of King of Shadows. That sounds pretty badass though.
Yeah, no, I mean the concept itself is cool as hell, but you know what I was thinking? I was actually thinking the exact opposite thing in the morning. So I was thinking like, okay, Oda, right?
Yeah.
It took him like he like connected stuff that was like 25 years apart
Mhm.
or like 20 years apart. And I'm thinking just like, can AI do that? Okay, right now, definitely not, right?
Yeah, of
Like
course.
AI does not have the creativity to do that right now, right?
Mhm.
But in the future, do you think the AI will have the creativity to foreshadow for that long? Or
I
like,
don't know, man. I really don't know. I think there could be like a collaborative effort. You know what I mean? Like a lot of it can come from AI, and then it's up to the writer to kind of stretch certain things out and build upon certain things and kind of connect the dots. You know what I mean?
yeah, so what I'm thinking is like it's okay, so AI cannot catch up in the writing aspect
Hmm.
for high-end anime like plots. Like it cannot catch up for a very long time. I don't think anything is catching up to like One Piece or AOT tier for like
Hmm.
super long. I don't even think it can be recreated. The writing, like for that, is just too creative, in my opinion. I don't think the
Yeah.
writing aspect can really be, taken over. I think for simple anime, the writing aspect can probably be taken over. But
Hmm.
intricate animes like, again, One Piece, Death Note, AOT, I don't think so. But for like, okay, what I saw okay, if anyone uses Adobe, there's this new thing called Adobe Firefly, and it's like AI for Adobe. And there's this one thing that it does is it makes a storyboard for any scene that you want. So imagine like um you give it a prompt and you tell it like I need a scene for this, and then I'm in a coffee shop, some guy comes in, and it'll tell you exactly how to shoot the scene from the start to the end.
That's wild.
So yeah, so what I'm thinking is maybe they can use that to kind of like they throw their script in for the anime,
Hmm.
and it shows them scene by scene, like so they don't really have to think about how the scene looks. They just get the AI to kind of make the scene, and they just build it up, if you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
They
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
really
yeah.
need to think about how the scene looks, and I think
Yeah.
that in that way, like it would just save so much time for the animators, because that's a huge part of setting up shots, is like a huge part of it. Not even animation, but just photography, videography. It's just
So
setting
you're
up the shot
saying
is huge.
so you're saying it's gonna help in terms of efficiency a little bit?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Pretty much.
Gotcha.
Like save time, because that requires time. It requires
Mhm.
I feel like that's like one of the huge components of the actual animation. You have to see how to like shoot the shot. If you know what I
Gotcha.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's where anime AI will like,
Hmm.
definitely like make it more efficient and you know better for the animators.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna take too many jobs, but I think it's just gonna be efficient. I don't think it's gonna completely take over. I think anime is one of those industries where creativity is at its peak, and I don't think a robot can satisfy like that creativity. But what do you think about
Gotcha.
that?
Let me read the second part of the story and then I'll kind of go off of that to give you my points. All right. So basically after Oda heard the whole King of Shadows thing with kidnapping Chopper and whatnot, he asked Chat GPT to make it more interesting of a story. So, and I'm gonna just read this off the article. In the second story, an alien stowaway boards the ship and enlists Luffy and the crew to help defeat an evil spaceship that attacked its planet. Along the way, the gang has to fight an evil witch who wishes to take a piece of star that the aliens have. This is a problem because the aliens need that star piece to restore their world. Together with the Straw Hats, the characters end up beating the witch and proceed to rebuild the aliens' planet. So that's the entire plot of the supposedly next chapter that Oda used to basically to formulate the next chapter from ChatGPT. But yeah, I mean it. So going back to your point, yeah, I mean, there's really no depth. It's just like a small little part of it. And obviously, I again going back to my earlier point, it's up to like the writer to connect the dots and make it make sense. You know what I mean? Like there's no aliens in One Piece whatsoever, but at the same time, this does seem like it would make a perfect little OVA or like a movie even. Like I wouldn't say it would be like a crazy good movie, but it does seem like a nice little subplot that would be pretty cool. Like it has no space in the One Piece story at all. I mean, I don't know. I mean, only Goda would be able to do that. You feel me? But yeah, I mean, it does sound like it would be a cool little side story though, like an OVA or a movie, right? I mean, it's definitely better than it's definitely more interesting than the whole One Piece film read, if you ask me.
Yeah. Okay. So here's my take
Mhm.
on it. It can make stories that are like simple, like JJK, Demon Slayer, shit like that.
Hey, yo, my
Like,
man's just my man's just violated half of our
like
watchers, half of our listeners' favorite anime.
like simple shit. You know what I mean? When it comes to, okay, are you telling me people are watching Demon Slayer for its story or for its animation? Because there's no way I'm watching it for its story. Because that shit is okay. It's whatever. The story is whatever. The animation, it's number one. So it's like you have to watch it. Same with like My Hero. Like the
Mhm.
story, mid. But I mean, overall, it's getting better now. Now it's getting better. So yeah, I think AI can make those type of stories. I don't think AI can recreate like stuff like Bleach and the more intricate ones.
Mhm. You know,
But
I'm actually with you. So I think that we can use AI not to write specific scripts, but to kind of cure writer's block. You know what I mean? Like say somebody like an author or somebody gets stuck, or they don't know what type of story to write. They can just keep generating and regenerating ideas and then kind of going based off that, and maybe it'll help them think of their own original idea or maybe make an idea off of that. But specific chapters and completely brand new original script writing, I don't know if we're ever gonna get there because obviously, like it's AI generated. It's not authentic. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure. Actually, yeah, you're right about the variations because I don't for the people that are listening, I don't if you've ever used Midjourney, and if you don't know what Midjourney is, it's this AI text to image AI tool. So you can give it a little prompt and it will give you the exact image of whatever prompt you made, right? But what it does is it gives you four variations of the prompt. So if you don't like one variation, it gives you four different ones. And I think building on what you said, maybe like the script writing AI can give you four variations of an episode, and then you can pick which route you want to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, no, exactly. Like I think that that would be a really cool version or a really cool thing to do to be able to do with AI in general. I don't know, man. Like I don't know how exactly it would be used. Like of course there's a whole efficiency side, like helping out with animation, helping out maybe with writer's block. But yeah, I don't know how specifically one would use that to advance anime. You know what I mean? My biggest fear is, so I don't know if you've been following what's been going on with Hollywood. Have you?
Hollywood? Not really. What
with
you
with
mean?
the writers. So apparently
No.
there's like a giant writer strike because one, all the streaming platforms are, first of all, the seasons are getting shorter. It's not like back in the day, like The Office or Modern Family, where the season are like 25 episodes. So like these writers would get paid residuals. So basically, like for each episode, like they'd get paid for it airing. You know what I mean? So the more episodes, the merrier, right? But now seasons are getting shorter and they're on streaming platforms, so there's no residuals of it airing on TV. So that's the first thing, completely unrelated. And the second thing is the writers, like, you have to pay them. You know what I mean? Like obviously it's a pretty steep price, but at the same time, you could just kind of hop on that chat GPT vibe. You know what I mean? So like that's one whole thing that's going on. Obviously, I don't think that they're using like AI as much for script writing, but I don't know, man. Do you think that there's room for a world where maybe some of these authors are not really cutting the chase? Like we've seen a ton of authors get canceled or not canceled, but chopped from Shonen Jump and these other magazines and publishing companies because either their work doesn't do that good or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, it is a business, right? So if you want to cut costs, that's one way to cut costs. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, it's kind of
That's like the
scary to
best
think.
way. Yeah, it's the best way to cut cost. But what I was thinking is maybe the AI can kind of open up a new genre for anime itself.
Mm,
So you know how there's like these games where it's like you pick route A or you pick route B,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
you keep. I think you see. You were telling me. I think you were telling me that there was anime like that where you can either go route A or route B, and then you can kind of go along with the story.
Yeah.
I think going off of like the four variation thing,
Ooh, that would be
that would
sick.
be the easiest way to like accomplish four different plot lines, where like a regular human wouldn't be able to do that because it would take
Mhm.
too long. Four different plot lines of like the same anime per se.
Yeah.
If an AI did that, it would be quick, efficient, and you could have an anime that has four different endings based on your preference.
Mhm.
So it could be very personalized. Like anime could be very personalized, and like instead of it being a very like imagine I like the fighting anime, right?
Yeah.
So it would be like it would branch off to like a fight or
Mhm.
something. But then you like romance or something, so then it
Yeah.
would branch off to the bed or some shit. Do you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah, it's actually pretty valid.
Yeah, I think that would like personalize anime, and I think it would be like a new genre for anime just generally. But
Yeah.
yeah, AI definitely is gonna have a huge impact on the way anime is presented to us, firstly,
Mhm.
and the way it's like made and produced. Maybe it would it's like it's maybe it would like streamline the process to the point where we can get anime very quickly, like every week, where they don't even have to get
Yeah.
on a break or anything.
So let me ask you something to follow up on that. Um, would you prefer like quality over quantity or quantity over quality? Because that's what it kind of seems like. If you could just bust out these different animes and episodes through AI, I feel like the quality wouldn't be as good. Like, I mean, maybe it would be, I don't know, but I feel like that would be more of a quantity versus quality type of thing. You know what I mean?
I mean, you know me, I'm all about the quality.
Right, right.
Even though I watch One Piece, which is heavily quantified, there is
But that's different though. I mean, like, there's a difference between like a long series, right, and like a
no,
lot
no,
of episodes,
definitely,
but
definitely.
like also like I just mean like in general, like if they're just pumping out like random animes, like these random short story animes instead of like these deep intricate stories like Attack on Titan, One Piece, Death Note, those types. You know what I mean? Like they just put together like not I don't want to say like a shitty, but like a small little, not that deep anime. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I rather prefer like a more intricate anime, like one of those compared to 10 shitty short animes,
Yeah,
right?
100%. I mean, you know me, I like plot. Plot is the most important thing in
Mhm.
anime for me. I think anime also relies heavily on like hype, and I
Mhm.
don't think that you can really create hype that much with like small series since
Mhm.
it's so small. It's just like okay, like right now,
Mhm.
like the like that's why I can't put like any um animes that just came out, like any recent animes, in my top 10 because there's no substance. If there's no substance and not enough substance, you can't even call it quality. So you have to get enough quantity to even make it to the quality rounds. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I think. That's what I think about like shorter animes. I don't know if it's I'm an old head and I just, started off with One Piece and these longer animes, but I just don't like the shorter anime style. It just
Yeah.
doesn't work for me. But I think you need substance, you need backstory, and
Mhm.
then you need like that's what like creates the hype. That's what create like every single okay. So I don't want to go on a One Piece rant like I
Oh my
always
God, here
do,
it is.
but
Every episode.
every single arc, right, for One Piece, there's so much hype build up for the fun for the enemy. Like there's
Yeah.
so much at stake. There's so much. That's what it is about One Piece, and what makes it so good is the stakes are always so high. Like if he doesn't win, it's GG for the country. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Like so, yeah. I think that's what the story writing or storytelling aspect of it is, and I don't think AI is recreating that anytime soon.
Okay, that's fair. All right. So kind of just to wrap it up, let's bring it back home. So back to that the intro that was made by AI. Dude, it made no sense at all. But like, dude, the images were kind of creepy and there were so many different things. Like we saw like a fighter jet, we saw like two guys fighting with swords, we saw some random kids running. Like I don't know what the hell that was. We also saw some distorted faces. But yeah, I mean, what the hell what the hell did I just watch, man?
Yeah,
This shit's getting wild, bro.
bro. So some of the AI art is
Mhm.
honestly creepy as hell because the computer or whatever doesn't know what's actually like how the face
Yeah.
is like. It takes it from so many like I don't know. It takes it from so many like different things.
Mhm.
Sometimes the face comes out like a bit effed up, or
Yeah,
like comes
that's
out
true.
smudged, or it's like, yeah, it's not fully there yet where it's like
Mhm.
100% accurate.
Yeah,
But
and it messes
I
up
mean,
words too, right?
yeah, it's definitely getting there. Like if you've seen from, because I've used Midjourney, and from like the 4.0 to the 5.0, or I mean before it was like the 2.0, but every upgrade it seems to get better. And I think within like a couple of years, we're gonna have like AI anime that looks like way better than anything that
Maybe,
like
man, it's
a
possible.
production team can come up. I think it's okay. So a production team would probably take like 1 year to do what the AI could probably do in like
Mhm.
a couple days. Like that's how I think it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Like yeah, AI just is gonna do everything way quicker.
Mhm.
That's the name of the
Yeah,
game. But
I think so as well. My hope is like the ideal situation is like it could be used to make things more efficient, kind of lesser the burden on like workers, help with the writer's block, for example. Definitely with the animators, like I hope this can really help them with like, some of the stuff that they have to do. I don't know exactly what the process is, but hopefully this can speed up and also make the process less of a burden on them. So I guess that's my ideal situation. I don't know if I'd Probably, like, I don't know if I could see a world where like AI generated, completely 100% generated anime is like is the future. Like, I don't know if we'll ever get there. I mean, I'd be interested to watch it, but I don't know if we'll ever get there. But yeah, man, let's take us home here. Own. Is there anything else you want to add to this? Like,
yeah,
what do you
yeah.
see?
There was actually one last thing I want to
Mhm.
add. I was just thinking about now that there's these AIs, right?
Mhm.
I think that there's gonna be more anime authors or anime creators now. Now that they can just tell the story. So it's like
Yeah,
if you're a storyteller, you just have to tell the story,
yeah.
and the AI will do all the animations for you. So it's
Hmm.
like we'll get more people. So it'll be like YouTube, where like
So
before,
so you're saying less talent is being used now?
yeah, basically. So it's like yeah,
Dang.
basically it's gonna be like the olden day YouTube, where it's like
Hmm.
there was less people on YouTube before, right? Because only the people with like the actual videography skills or like that type of stuff could do something. But
Yeah,
now it's gotten to the point where everyone can do it just because there's a camera attached to every single phone, and anyone can just easily, you don't even need editing skills to
yeah.
post like YouTube shorts or TikToks anymore. So it's like everyone can become a creator. I think we're gonna
Hmm.
get more amateur level, writers and
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah,
But I think that will open, the gates for more creative people. I
yeah.
think there's like a plus side to it. There's obviously negatives to it where it's like you're not gonna get the most quality content anymore, but you will get more content from different perspectives. I think.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see. I mean, I'm down for it. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's not like we can change the world. But yeah, I'm down to see what happens though. Like, I definitely think that whatever it is, it's gonna benefit somebody, man. It's gonna either benefit these corporations or it's gonna benefit us as content like enjoyers, or maybe it'll benefit both of us. Who knows? But yeah. With that being said, I think that's pretty much it. Do you have anything else to say on, or do you think that's
No,
it?
I think that's it. I think just AI is gonna be crazy, just
Oh,
generally
valid, man.
for the world and for anime. But
Valid,
yeah.
valid. All right, guys. We appreciate you guys for catching this episode of Anime Plus Podcast. Be sure to check out, all our socials. Our Discord. That community is getting pretty lit up there. You feel me? So, yeah. I mean, we want to see you guys there. All links will be in the description. Let us know. Maybe in Instagram, you guys can DM us or comment on one of our posts or join our Discord and let us know. Like, let us know what you guys think of AI and anime. Like, what's the future? What do you guys foresee will happen? And do you guys think this is a good idea or a bad idea? Like what do you guys think? But yeah, with that being said, peace out, and we'll catch you guys on another episode of Anime Plus. Peace.
Peace.